What's up, guys? Your boy Sneak This. If this is your first time checking out my channel, I want to ask that you hit that like, that subscribe, and that bell to get any notification on when I drop any new content. And if you're coming back to check your boy out, I want to thank you. Peace. What's up, guys? Your boy Sneak This, and today we're going to be getting into one of the most anticipated reviews for me. I've been ready for this one. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Jordan 35 Warrior. Now, the Jordan 35 Warrior was released on October 21st, 2020, and this shoe was actually released on the 30th year anniversary of the Jordan 5. So it's significant in the fact that it's the Jordan 35. So what they did was they took a lot of inspiration from the Jordan 5. Now, the Jordan 35 Warrior was actually designed and inspired by the Washington Wizards Japanese player, Rui Hachimura. Now, this shoe was actually inspired by Rui's Japanese and samurai background. So if you guys take a look at this, on the tongue of the shoe, you see that regular Jumpman logo, but on the left tongue of the shoe, you guys see this symbol right here. And this symbol was actually designed by Rui's mother, and again, to represent and to also honor his family in his Japanese and samurai background. So that was a really cool feature on this shoe. So if we get into this box is actually a really cool box. They have the 3 X's on the top, which those are representative of the 30-year anniversary of the Jordan 5s. You guys look around there, you see on the front, you have that hole in there. You know, you've seen a lot of these holes on the Jordan 11 boxes. And then you also go on the side of that box, you see that Jumpman logo. And then if we go to actually open the box up, you open this box up, very, very premium presentation with opening up the box. You guys see that folds over. And then they have this very thin paper that was used on the Jordan 34. So really, really cool, high-tech feel. And honestly, it feels like opening up a device like a phone or a new technology device. So really, really dope. And I think this all goes and plays into what Jordan is trying to put out there with the engineered line that they have coming out, the Jordan Engineer, because it does feel like more of a high-tech type of product versus it feeling like a shoe. So really cool feature with that. Now, the Jordan 35 Warrior actually come in the color black and also challenge red. So you guys see that challenge red on the side of the shoe. You also see it on the pull tab that is on the tongue, which is really different because the pull tab is usually on the back of the shoe. And then if you guys go around, you know, you see that hints of that candy red within the sole of the shoe. So those are the colors that make up this shoe: black, challenge red, and then they have that candy red on the Eclipse Plate. Now, in addition to the black, the challenge red, and also the candy red on the Eclipse Plate, these also come with that gray on the sole of the shoe, the very bottom of the sole. And then that gray is speckled with white and black. So just a really good hint, really good pop, and it's kind of synonymous with what Jordan has done in the past in regards to those speckles. So that's a really cool feature as well. Now, the materials that this shoe is made out of, Jordan actually went back to his roots on those materials. So they come with a bunch of different variations of suede, actually 3 variations of suede. So if you see on the tongue, they actually have that smooth suede, that butter soft suede. And then on the pull tab, they have the nappy suede, which is colored in red. Then if you guys turn, you know, you look on the right side of this shoe, on the outside of the shoe, you guys actually see that they have that nappy suede again. And then if you turn to the very back of the shoe and then also going around into the heel area, you get more of that rough suede. So 3 different variations of suede all in one shoe. Jordan brand really spared no expense when they designed this shoe. A very luxury feel when you put this thing on. Now, if we get more into the design of this shoe, you guys see on the back, they have Nike Air tags. So you see that Nike Air, you see the Jumpman on this side. You turn around on this side, you see that Nike Air on that Air tag. If you guys pay attention to the tongue, really cool thing that they did with this shoe. Again, this is the 30th anniversary of the Jordan 5. So they put a lot of nods to the Jordan 5. I think that's really, really dope. So if you guys pay attention to the tongue is similar to the same tongue that you see on those Jordan 5s, the same type of shape in that tongue, but it is a thinner material. It's not as thick as that tongue on the Jordan 5s. If you guys turn around to the collar, the ankle, the Achilles area, they actually have like the same type of shape that you see on those Jordan 5s, the original Jordan 5s. And then on the very inside of the shoe, they add a bunch of material that feels similar to the ankle material that's on that Jordan 5. So very cool feature, and I think they brought it back. Now, in addition to those features that I just mentioned, they also have the netted features throughout the shoe. So you guys see netting going down the middle of the shoe. You see that netting on the side right above the Eclipse Plate. And then you see that netting also on the other side above the Eclipse Plate. And all of those features are known to the Jordan 5. So super dope. If we get into some of the specific features of this shoe, when you look at the tongue is actually very flexible and easy to pull up. So it makes that ease of access. You putting your foot into the shoe, no problem with that, no struggling with that, due to the fact that it's very flexible, the material that they're using on the tongue. You guys also see this netted part right here. Jordan Brand is actually calling this flight wire, and it's a play off of the flight wire that Nike uses in a lot of the models of the shoes that they design. So Jordan actually came in and they renamed this material flight wire. If you guys look at the sole of this shoe, or right above the sole, they come back with the same exact thing that they use on the Air Jordan 34, which is the Eclipse Plate. Now, they did dub this Eclipse Plate the Eclipse Plate 2.0, and the reason that they did that was due to the fact that they raised the Eclipse Plate, and it's higher than the Eclipse Plate that was originally on the Jordan 34. So a really, really cool feature with that. Now, this is actually the first time that I've experienced this Eclipse Plate material, because I did not have the Jordan 34s, but I gotta say, it is a superior material. It reminds me in feel to the carbon fiber, but just a little bit more flexible than the carbon fiber, which Jordan Brand has used on a bunch of its previous models. Now, with the effect that this Eclipse Plate has, combined with the Zoom airbags that are in the sole of this shoe, it feels so comfortable. When I went and I played in this shoe, obviously this is a performance shoe. So I went and played in this shoe, and the Eclipse Plate is basically really stiff, and the Zoom airbags are really soft. So the type of feel that I felt when I was playing with it was similar to a seesaw, you know, going up and down, due to that hole that you guys can see in the very middle of this shoe, which is really good for performance. Also, another really cool performance aspect of this shoe is the molded foam pods around the collar of the shoe. They provide an extensive amount of support for the ankle and also the Achilles area, and you can really feel that stiffness, and it gives you that support, and it gives you that confidence that when you're making these moves and you're moving around on the court, because it is a performance shoe, that your ankle, your Achilles area is gonna get protected while you're making those moves. Now, if we take a look at the laces on this shoe, it is a very smooth and easy to use lacing system. So if you want to pull those out, you want to make them a little tighter, it is easier for you to do that due to this soft, smooth material that they make these with. And then they also hit this with a kind of a 3M effect, which is another node to the Jordan 5s. You guys know the Jordan 5s originally came with that 3M effect on the tongue. So instead of them actually putting that on the tongue, they put that sparkly, that shiny effect in the laces of the shoe, which is super dope. Now, one thing that was surprising to me about this shoe was that all of the technology and materials that they used on it did not affect how heavy the shoe is, because this shoe was actually very light. So with the suede, with the Eclipse Plate, with 2 zoom airbags in the sole, and all of the other materials that they used on it, it did not make this shoe feel heavy. So that was a great feature and very surprising to me because I thought it was going to be a heavier shoe. Now, some of the earlier feedback that I've been hearing on this shoe was that some people do not like the Eclipse Plate and do not like how exposed it is. But the exposure in the Eclipse Plate makes for the zoom airbags to be even more responsive because it gives the airbags more area to expand out when you are putting pressure on the shoe. So this is actually a really good performance aspect that's added on the shoe, and I actually like it. Now, the overall feel of this shoe, it kind of reminded me of the Jordan 5s because it has that fit around the collar and the ankle area, and also that tongue of the Jordan 5s and that shape of the tongue of the Jordan 5s. But then when you put the shoe on, it feels similar to the Jordan 13s to me in the overall shape of the shoe. So more of a curvature shape. So that was the feel that I got. You know, the 5s combined with the 13s, which both of those shoes are 2 of my favorite pair of Jordans. Now, these shoes did release with a price tag of $180, and they're still $180, but I do see them reselling because they're not available anymore. These are actually dead stock. So I see them reselling on the market already. Keep in mind, they just came out on the 21st. I see these shoes reselling for $260, $270, $280, depending on what size you wear. So that would be what you would have to expect if you wanted to go out and get these shoes. So final verdict on the Air Jordan 35s. This was once again, you know, a highly anticipated release for me. Once I see the design, I was very interested in it. And to be honest with you, they did deliver. This is actually one of the very few newer Jordan releases because, you know, everybody's really into the retros, but with some of the newer releases, they don't get the same type of energy that people gives towards the retros. But with these, I think Jordan and Jordan brand actually hit the nail right on the head. The premium materials that they're designed with, also just celebrating the past of the Jordan 5s with it being the 30th year anniversary of the Jordan 5s. And then also, you know, at its core, Jordan brand has always been known to be a performance shoe. And when I went and I bought in this shoe, it did deliver on the court. It was very responsive. You got that bounce. You got that support and that lockdown feel in multiple areas and the materials that they put into it. And it is a really good shoe. So I would say definitely this is a cop. Do not sleep on this drop with Jordan brand and this new Jordan 35 Warrior. It's a super dope shoe. So that's going to be it for me today, guys. Once again, thank you for checking in with your boy Sneak This. If you are new watching me, I ask that you hit that like, that subscribe, and that bell for any notification once again when I drop any new content. And if you're coming back to check me out, I want to thank you for coming back to check me out. And with that, I want to wish you peace, happiness, health, and prosperity. Thank you.